Gunsmoke Productions here. Today we're going to see, in a survival situation, could you use a book as body armor? We're going to try it on the 22 today. Maybe we'll try a higher caliber next time, but we're going to step up to the 7-yard line. We're using 22 Thunderbolts, 22 long rifle. So let's see what can happen. We're going to shoot a Hardy Boys book first. It's one of the thinner ones, so let's see if it'll work. Well, as you can see, it did go through the book, I think. Let's see. It did in fact punch through. There's no, well, I don't see any lead. Here's the hole where it went. It did go through. There's the hole right there plugged with carpet. So that, you would be dead, or if not injured, because you know it is a 22, so I don't know. So it went through that book. Now we have an old hymnal. Let's see if it'll go through that. The reason I like to shoot at 7 yards on certain stuff like this is because most confrontations in self-defense happen at 7 yards or closer. It's not always a threat that is a good ways out there, you know, so that's why we like to shoot at 7 yards. Okay, here's where we shot. Here's the bulge in the back. So I'm hoping that it did not go through. We'll see. Open it up. There's your two holes. Two holes. Then it starts to get a little hairy right here. And there's some lead. It's really torn up. There's one shot. And here's the second shot. Try if I can get it out. Right there. I'll save those. Let's keep going. And it didn't, that's as far as it went. So judging by this, you know, you might feel it a little bit. On a higher caliber, it would definitely go through this book. But there's your 222 shells. So let's try. We'll shoot up top this time, and then we might even try a Hardy's book behind it if it starts to cut through it. So let's try it. Okay. Wow. Shot a little higher than I wanted to. That's pretty crazy though. If you look, here's where the bullet was shot, fired. It entered, came up, and then it came up and through. Blew a bunch of paper shreds. So if you think about it, if you were wearing that at your, like let's say this is your head, if you were wearing that here, that bullet would have gone right up into your chin. That would have been a bad day. But let's try it. These two books up against here with multiple shots. Hopefully they'll be in the same spot. So we'll see how much it can actually withstand. Multiple shots to the chest. You know, I personally don't think it would hold up that well. So let's try it out. You saw paper shreds went everywhere. Here's where my first shot was, most likely. I'm pretty sure. There's where I fired 4 shots. There's where they went. They went through. And I believe they came out too. Yeah. Yeah, they definitely went through that. But in the Hardy's Boys book, if you notice, it was sitting behind here. If you'll notice, it just punched it. Was that was there before, wasn't it? That was the first shot. Yeah. So it just punched a hole in this. But still, I mean, if you had to wear all that, that would get pretty, you'd look stupid for one. But it's kind of unpractical. I've heard of guys that have stuck phone books in their car doors and stuff like that, supposedly making it bulletproof. But something like that can only withstand so much pressure, as you can see. Like multiple shots, and then it just went through. Here's a piece of lead right here. You know, it's just impractical. Maybe it would work for a first couple. Here's another piece of lead. But eventually it will punch through and you will die, so. Well guys, thanks for watching. This is Gunsmoke Productions saying over and out. One scenario too is if you were standing here and let's say you were using that body armor, okay? So you're using this as, let's say a robber is using this as protection, okay? And he thinks he's safe. He pulls out a knife at this distance. Look. It ate right through that first part. And see, this is a .22, so you have to realize if it was a pistol like a 40 or a 9mm, it would definitely be going through this and you would be dead. So you don't really want to use books for body armor. It's kind of stupid.